Well, we are back this time for round two, and it's been a while since we've been here as well, folks. It's the Formula One Airtel Indian Grand Prix of 2022 here for round two in this Fantasy World Championship here in Greater Noida in India. And a pleasure to be here. First time since 2013, of course. Sebastian Vettel owning the fastest lap around this track. Has a great record here, in fact. And we are here, 3 sectors as standard, 5.125 kilometers. That works out at 3.185 miles, 16 corners here at the Buda International Circuit with a 194 meter elevation. It's really going to be a challenge for a lot of these guys, as we can now see this replay of Vettel's celebrations back in 2013, where he captured, of course, the race win here. Alonso, Hamilton and Button would come together in 2012 as they make their way around turn one, of course. Very helter-skelter through that section of the track. Massa and Hamilton would collide in 2011 too. Heading through this next left, the Ferrari upended by the McLaren. And not a pretty place to be. Rowan Atkinson even grimaced at the sight of that. Oh, wow, there you have it. That was at turn 5. But we have got another race here today. And again, 3 tyre compounds as standard. Softest being the C4 tyre, C3s being the mediums, C2s being the harder tyres, of course, coated in a white colouring. And this is going to be a test of strategy for all those drivers, certainly around a track as technical as India. Here's the starting grid. It's Nicholas Latifi and Alex Albon making up the back row, 20th and 19th respectively. Lance Stroll and Sebastian Vettel back at his famed circuit, 18th and 17th for Aston Martin. Esteban Ocon in 16th with Guan Yu Zhou in 15th place. 14th place, it's Lewis Hamilton, closely joined by Fernando Alonso in 13th. What a time to be rejoined here at India for them, certainly with Daniel Ricciardo in 12th, Yuki Tsunoda in 11th. P10 is sitting for Pierre Gasly, George Russell in 9th, and 8th place. Well, that's going to Mick Schumacher with Valtteri Bottas alongside him in 7th spot. 6th place, none other than Kevin Magnussen as well. Haas in the top 10 with both cars. Carlos Sainz in 5th. 4th place goes to Lando Norris with Max Verstappen in 3rd. And in P2, we're going to be having the man himself, Charles Leclerc, alongside last week's race winner, Sergio Perez. Before we move on to this spectacular race, let's take a quick look at our spectacular sponsor for this race, Top 11, the best free-to-play Football Manager simulation game available on iOS, Android, Huawei and web browsers. With over 240 million players worldwide and available in 31 languages, this game has never been more accessible to players. Take charge of every aspect of your football club to lead your squad to glory. And with Top 11's newest and most requested feature now here, 3D live matches elevate the game with more tactical depth and an improved engine, bringing managers more realism and control over their club. With real-time tactics and 3D highlights, this new immersive experience will make you feel like a true manager. But that's not all, folks. There's something for every football fan in Top 11, as you can build your own club and customize your stadium, scout opponents and set up your tactics, challenge your friends to see whose team comes out on top, collect a variety of jerseys and emblems and climb the ranks to battle for glory in Europe's top competitions. And this is now all available in 3D. Download Top 11 using the link below and show the football world why you are the special one. And all 5 lights are now lit, and it's pedal to the metal, and it's go, 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 and immediately at the very start, Sergio Perez getting a lovely launch in towards turn 1. Alongside him though, Charles Leclerc refusing to give up. Max Verstappen in behind as well, and also in the back as well, Valtteri Bottas coming together with Kevin Magnussen as they take the next right. A big dive from Charles Leclerc on Sergio Perez. They make their way through the initial part of the circuit in towards sector 2 proper, and now side by side down this long straight, but still nip and tuck between the pair. It's certainly going to be Sergio Perez. It comes now, Max Verstappen, a lock up from Perez. Oh, a bruising there, Charles Leclerc. Oh, they've crashed. They're both stopped.
What an idiot.
Safety car.
How you see the car?
Check out, we need to retire the car.
I'm sorry, guys.
Well, the safety car is now out, and Carlos Sainz now leads this Grand Prix. Max Verstappen in second. What a moment. This is the replay. Sergio Perez just literally turned right. I don't think there was anything he could do there. Charles Leclerc, I think, must have just made a serious mistake at the apex, just lifting the car off the track. You can't really focus the blame here on Sergio Perez. It was just a case of poor positioning, really, from the Ferrari. Well, Sebastian Vettel is one man who will enjoy coming back to this track. 3 times a race winner here. The last one being back in 2013 and already rising up the order into 11th place. Remember, he was side by side with Lance Stroll at the start of this Grand Prix, but now since he has gone ahead now of Fernando Alonso, right in behind Daniel Ricciardo. The German now down the inside, this time in the Aston Martin, opening the door around the double left-hander, and now worms his way through the chicane, still side by side here with Daniel Ricciardo, who tries to make his life a misery, but Vettel's on top, moves into the top 10, P10 now, for green 5. George Russell, there's the view from his rear wing, Kevin Magnussen swarming all over him at this moment in time, and I've got to say the Haas team have been very impressive this season, and taking the outside line is Kevin Magnussen, and a beautiful move on the Mercedes there. Kevin Magnussen, he has the opportune line heading into the next chicane, heading out of turn 6 and turn 7. Now Magnussen, after his last move on George Russell, fancies another go, slips over the curb, similar to what Charles Leclerc did earlier on that ended his race, as they now head down the long stretch now towards turn 4. A mighty long stretch this one now, as they head down towards this next very, very tight hairpin, and Magnussen with the overspeed capitalises ahead now of Pierre Gasly, and now George Russell into the fight. Now, once again, Sebastian Vettel down the inside of Yuki Tsunoda and the Aston Martin. Oh, I think they just very, very slightly touched there, but Yuki Tsunoda staying on the track, looking smart right now. He'll have the inside line heading in towards what will be turn 1, but Sebastian Vettel will hang the Aston Martin round the outside and does capitalise. P9 for the German. Kevin Magnussen now with a very audacious move down the inside at turn 3, trying to unsettle Valtteri Bottas and give him a full view of the Haas that is right in behind him here, as now Magnussen goes hunting for that 4th place, as he now goes down the outside now of the Alfa Romeo. Bottas can only watch on as K-Mag, the Dane, moves his way into 4th place. Incredible move indeed, utilising the speed. Haas are not playing around. George Russell and Pierre Gasly. Now this has been a very closely fought fight that's been going on for quite some time, but George Russell finding the inside line at the chicane now as they make their way in towards the next right and left, this time being turn 8 and turn 9, and Russell does the dance and moves up into P6. Gasly now at the mercy of Mick Schumacher. Right, 2 seconds, Ted. Well, there you have it, folks. Lando Norris's pit crew are now saying that they can see rain approaching on the radar in around 15 laps. So we're going to be, it certainly looks darker here across the Buda International Circuit, so we could well be seeing a little change in conditions here. Hamilton, who has had a fairly quiet race so far, goes down the inside now of Yuki Tsunoda, heading around turn 3. The exit will be very, very crucial for Hamilton, and I think he might have got a good launch here, coming out of turn 3, leading down the stretch towards turn 4, and indeed that Mercedes power, the upper hand on the AlphaTauri as it now moves its way into P10, and he's in the points now, Hamilton. Well, now Kevin Magnussen here right in behind Lando Norris. Remember, it was Lando Norris's pit wall that actually predicted the rain to fall later on in the latter stages of this race, and now it looks like Kevin Magnussen, who has been such a relentless force since his return to Formula 1, is now taking the outside line on the McLaren now, leading in towards this first corner here on this new lap now of 37 of 60, and it certainly is Magnussen now into the podium places. The Williams here this time of Alex Albon, this time on Yuki Tsunoda, who has been certainly victim to many overtakes today. Of course, we saw it earlier on with Lewis Hamilton. Sebastian Vettel did the same as well, but now it's the turn of Alex Albon, who himself started 19th. Now 11th place, 1 away from the points. Lewis Hamilton, who was trying to make some gains, he's into the points already after the overtake on Yuki Tsunoda earlier in the race, and now heading down through towards turn 4. He goes side by side with Tsunoda's teammate Gasly, and Hamilton now up into 9th place. Well, Team Radio News and Science's Pitbull think they need to stop for intermediate tyres.
Man, I have no power. What the f*** is this?
Okay, Max, stop the car, please.
I was just hitting itself.
Yeah, copy, Max. Stop the car.
Oh dear! Oh no, that's 2 cars out, Verstappen and Sainz!
I cannot believe it! I cannot believe it!
Are you okay?
I'm sorry, guys.
Copy.
Well, how about this, folks? Kevin Magnussen leads the round on lap 50. For the first time, he leads a Grand Prix in the Haas as well. Mick Schumacher trying to make waves as he now tackles George Russell in his Mercedes now as they make their way down the long stretch towards what will be turn 4. The rain is cascading downwards, and Mick Schumacher is into 4th place, 1 step away from his first Formula 1 podium as well now. In behind, you can see also making moves is Fernando Alonso. This time on Alex Albon, he goes up into P9. Oh, no, he doesn't. A spin. He got caught there as he made his way around turn 4. Big collision there with Yuki Tsunoda, and now race control are looking into it. Well, here's the replay, and he made the move. Tsunoda, I think he just hung the car there. Oh, going over the curb, he unsettled the car as well. Could be a racing incident. Now we're running on board with Guan Yu Zhou. You can just see how much this rain is causing problems for all of these drivers down the inside now for the Alfa Romeo driver, who is now tussling with that man Daniel Ricciardo, who is made of stern stuff. The Aussie, though, not able to contend with Guan Yu Zhou, who immediately moves up into 11th place. Well, how about this? Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. How about we reignite an old rivalry, folks? Sebastian Vettel charging his way through the field after starting where he did alongside his teammate on the grid, and now making their way down towards turn 1. Sebastian Vettel fancies rolling back the years between him and Lewis Hamilton. Outside line for Sebastian Vettel as he now takes it heading through towards turn 2, and he's done it. Well, it's been an action-packed race full of different twists and turns, but once again Sebastian Vettel fancies tackling a Mercedes, this time of George Russell, heads into turn 4 and gets the move done in absolutely gargantuan fashion. The German is on fire. Well, now Mick Schumacher behind Valtteri Bottas, a podium on the table for Mick Schumacher, and his first podium in Formula 1 as well. What a place to do it here in this very action-packed Indian circuit of Buda, and he's done it. He's nipped ahead of Valtteri Bottas, who has no answer for the German. Great move from Mick Schumacher. Sebastian Vettel once again on a charge. This time he fancies to go with Valtteri Bottas. Of course, his fellow countryman Mick Schumacher did exactly the same earlier on, and now it's the turn of Sebastian Vettel this time, heading in towards turn 1, 4th place for Sebastian Vettel. Of course, race winner here, as we said earlier, on 3 different occasions. So many Cinderella stories on this grid, but Kevin Magnussen to win a race for Haas would be incredible. Here comes, though, Lando Norris, who has a look down the inside in the McLaren. Surely no late drama, as now Lando Norris goes into the corner at turn 4 and leads at this Buda circuit for the Indian Grand Prix. Sensational. Please vote driver of the day down in the straw poll in the live chat, folks. But this man, who is challenged time after time, the young Brit who's looking to make a name for himself on his first occasion here at Buda, it's Lando Norris. He wins the Indian Grand Prix. Sensational. Well, that was a cracking race, folks, wasn't it? And I bet you didn't expect to see these 3 on the podium. Lando Norris capturing his first Fantasy World Championship win, this time at the Buda circuit. Kevin Magnussen and Mick Schumacher providing Gunther Steiner with a dream day, and a dream day for Haas and their whole team. Ps 2 and 3 for them. Sebastian Vettel in 4th as well after a huge drive from near enough the back of the grid. Valtteri Bottas in 5th with George Russell in 6th. Lewis Hamilton in 7th. Yuki Tsunoda lined up in 8th place. And then Alex Albon in 9th with Guan Yu Zhou in 10th. Daniel Ricciardo finished in 11th with Pierre Gasly in 12th. Lance Stroll in 13th with Esteban Ocon in 14th. Fernando Alonso would finish in 15th place with Nicholas Latifi in 16th. And we lost Carlos Sainz, Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc and Sergio Perez. Max Verstappen sealing the fastest lap of the race on lap 42 with a 1:25.877. And this is how the Drivers' Championship looks, folks. Lando Norris tops it for the first time, 37 points to his name, ahead of Sergio Perez, who won last week. He has 25 points. Lewis Hamilton in 3rd. Please leave a subscribe and also a like to this video, folks, and make sure you stay tuned and up to date for our next race in the Fantasy World Championship. Take care, folks. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.